Animated films are fizzling at the box office this year. Our film critic, Erik Childress, vice president of the Chicago Film Critics Association, is with us on this Thursday for Movies and Money. And thanks for coming back in.
Thank you very much.
Our focus today is on Puss in Boots, which I think it didn't do so poorly, but apparently Wall Street did, and everybody else. What do you think about the numbers on this?
Well, I was a little surprised that it did as low as it did. Some people tried to blame the snowstorms and whatnot.
The snowstorms, the
makes
World
a couple,
Series,
a lot of excuses that really don't make up the deal. But you know, animated films this year have not really been pulling in really large dollars. You know, we still got another 4 more animated films on the way, and a number of other family films. You know, you might only see one animated film this year crack the top 10, if that.
Well, I want you to take a look at this chart. It's DreamWorks stock. It fell almost $3 this week, and you can see the big plunge on Monday after the release came in, and Wall Street just said they didn't make their numbers. Here are the numbers. Puss in Boots made $34 million. Most analysts thought it'd be at least $40 million, if not $44 million. Paranormal Activity came in at $18 million, In Time at $12 million, and Footloose hanging on by a toe at $5.5 million, and The Rum Diary at $5.1 million.
It's interesting that DreamWorks is sort of taking a hit here, because business-wise, I think the strategy they had was actually kind of sound. They moved Puss in Boots up just a few weeks ago from November 4th to October 28th, giving it a little bit of breathing room in between it and Happy Feet 2 that's coming out next month. But at the same time, they also cut maybe into a little of their grosses for Real Steel, which was doing pretty well as sort of a family title at the box office. So they cut into one of their own movies and then gave themselves a little bit of breathing room. By the time Happy Feet 2 comes around, Puss in Boots might even be an afterthought after only 3 weeks.
And you're thinking that DreamWorks is still a winner?
I don't know if it's, I mean, Puss in Boots is probably going to do over $100 million. It's probably going to be able to coast for a few weeks up until, you know, but once we get to Thanksgiving, once you include Puss in Boots, you're going to have 5 movies, including Scorsese's Hugo, The Muppets, Arthur Christmas, Happy Feet 2, all going to be competing for spots in the top 10. Puss in Boots is going to be well down on that list by then.
And take a look at Harry Potter. Those films really helping the numbers here. Time Warner's third quarter was actually boosted because of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. It made $1.3 billion worldwide.
Most successful film of the year so far, and that's, you know, it's movies like that you can sort of link to why some of the animated films probably haven't done quite as well. I mean, quality is probably another issue, and sequels, and mom and dad, you know, can't take the kids to every film. But movies like Harry Potter, Pirates of the Caribbean, even stuff like The Smurfs, you know, parents were taking their kids to, and so some of these other films, you know, just didn't live up to the expectations of their predecessors.
And now Harry Potter comes out with its DVD release, and that'll be November 11th, and already Time Warner's adjusting its numbers because the outlook is so good for this company.
Yes. Oh, it should be very great. And there is also putting all the Harry Potter films on moratorium, like an old strategy that Disney used to do with their animated films. They're really just, you know, they have a lot of overstock pretty much, so they're reducing the price, and it'll be a big hit for Christmas.
And quickly before you take off, who wins at the box office this weekend? We're looking at Tower Heist and a very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas.
Well, it's not going to be the Harold and Kumar movie, and you know, people like a good heist movie. Unfortunately, Tower Heist is not a good heist movie, but it is going to be #1 at the box office, probably in the mid-30s. I think it's going to do very well with the Ben Stiller-Eddie Murphy combination.
Good to have you on the show. Erik Childress, Vice President of the Chicago Film Critics Association.
Thank you very much.